What up? What up? This is Finance, Fitness, and Folk, a channel where we discuss finance, a little bit of fitness, talk about some folk. So in today's episode, we're going to have a little fun today. So as I've said in the previous video, I am a big shoe connoisseur. I love sneakers. I sell sneakers on the side as a side hustle. And today I got a box in the mail. So we're going to go ahead and open up the box and see what's inside. Now, this is actually my second take doing this video. I know I always say I don't do edits or anything like that, which I don't when it comes to mistakes. But deleting the video is not considered an edit. And the reason why I did that because I tried to open this box with one hand with my keys, and I was successful for the most part. But then when I tried to pull the actual the shoe box out of the cardboard box, I dropped my phone, and I think that's bad radio when if I was to upload a video like that where I literally dropped the phone like this. It doesn't seem right, right? So so I decided to start a video all over again. Made sure I actually make this video productive, and to make sure you guys are just having a little fun with it. I know I try to get on like topics that are not necessarily really serious, but things that that are self-improvement. But this is a channel about finance, and normally if I was ever to do videos like this with sneakers, I would always highlight sneakers that have some type of resale value, right? So anyway, let's get into it. So I'm going to try to pull the box. Well, actually, we're going to do this. So that is the bottom of the box. Of course, you see the yellow junk man right there. Some folks may already know what this box is because the shoe just came out. Let me see. I think I hit for this on last Saturday? I think last Saturday. Today is, last Saturday. Yeah, so this was a Saturday release. So I'm going to try to flip the box up, right? Take it out the box here, cardboard box. Sorry, like I said, I'm trying to do this with one hand. Like I said, well, actually in the video that I got rid of, I said that I would have had one of my two boys help me, but my oldest son is probably out with his girl right now, and my middle child is probably at the gym right now, probably crossing somebody up, hooping, you know what I mean? So anyways, here goes the box. Of course, it's a Air Jordan, right? So let's go ahead and open up the box here. Speckle paper. And pull the shoe out. And here it is. This is the Air Jordan 4 Thunder. Air Jordan 4 Thunder. So the reverse colorway of these came out last year. Those were considered the Lightnings. And this particular shoe came out in 2006. And I want to say this shoe was a part of a pack. If anybody is a shoe connoisseur, a sneakerhead, and they've been dealing with sneakers at least since the early 2000s, Jordan brand at one point were doing this thing to where they would sell two pairs of sneakers together. They would come in what's called a pack, right? So I want to say that these came in a pack. Anybody correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this is a pack. So you had this particular shoe in the pack, right? And then you had the reverse colorway of this in the same pack. Now, a lot of folks would say that this particular shoe is OG colorway. In my opinion, anything that Jordan wore in a game or any colorway that came out as he was still playing as a player is considered an OG. Now, these right here came out in 2006. Obviously, Jordan was not actively playing when these came out. Actually, he had already been retired from his second team, the Wizards, by that time, right? So he wasn't actively playing in the NBA when these came out. So personally, to each his own. Personally, I don't believe this is an OG colorway. I will say that it's probably a OG retro colorway. I would say that because in 2006, that was the first time that particular colorway first came out, right? And it's been retro. This would be the the second time it's been retroed. So this was the original one that came out, right, in 2006. And then it came out with, they dropped it again in, I want to say 2013, 2014, I think. I can't remember now. But then it comes out again, right? Actually, I think it was 2013. It retroed in 2013 from the 2006 pair, and then now, of course, 2023, it retros again. So 10 years later, right? So I would try to do these on a table so I could actually like. I wish my boys was here so I can actually really get into the shoe. Yeah. But anyways, it's a definitely a great colorway. You see the air bubble that's exposed. You got the black netting right here on the side panel, and on the tongue, and on the medial side. You got the traction pod, the yellow traction pod at the very bottom. You got the Jumpman at the very bottom of the soles. You got the yellow sole right there. You also have the Jumpman in the back. Now, I do know a lot of folks, they like the Nike Air in the back, and that is really truly the OG fours. Anytime you see a Nike Air in the back, that's truly an OG. Now there is another Air Jordan 4 that's coming out that is, I think it's called the what is it called? It's called not a True Blues. Good Lord, I can't think of the name of the name of the shoe now. But anyways, it's a white and blue pair of these. God, I can't remember the name of the shoe, but it's a blue and white colorway, and those are dope. Those are really dope. And I want to say those come out next year, I think. But those actually have the Nike Air in the back. And you know, I was a kid when Jordan was playing. I'll tell my age a little bit here. So Jordan, he was drafted in 84, either 84 or 85. I want to say 84. So if he got drafted in 84 to the Bulls, I was 6 years old when he was drafted. And I was 18, no, I was 20 when he retired the first time. Well, no, when he retired the second time. Because, of course, he left the NBA in 2003. I'm not 2003, 93. Played baseball for a little bit, and then he came back. So he retired again after he did his second three-peat, and that was 1998, and I was 20 years old when he retired during that time. So anyways, that's all to say. I've seen Jordan play from beginning to end, and the colorway of the white and blue, I don't recall that colorway being out when this shoe first dropped, and I want to say 88 or 89. I forget now which year this came out, but it was either 88 or 89 when this actual shoe came out. And I don't recall a white and blue pair coming out, but it's going to have the Nike Air in the back. So, you know, I'm assuming a lot of folks are going to say it's an OG colorway. I'll say it's a retro OG colorway, right? But anyways, to wrap this video up, so like I said, of course, this is a finance channel. These right here, I want to say they're going for, well, the retail price was $210 for these. And of course, taxes and things like that. I think I wound up paying a little bit over $220 for these on the sneakers app. But these resale, I want to say this is a 10.5. I don't wear a 10.5. But this 10.5 that I have here, I want to say will sell between $260 and $280 on the market. So, you know, you count for taxes and things like that, you might be making your money back pretty much after you sell it on an app, whether it be you sell it through GOAT or through StockX or some of these other apps. I know a lot of folks, they try to maximize their earnings by selling locally. Like I said in previous video, you know, definitely be careful with that. Always do any transactions in a public area or like a very lighted area. Like folks are crazy out here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't care if they're giving you way over the price that you're asking. You know what I'm saying? Do not put yourself in a situation to where you're going to be alone in like a dark alley or like somewhere where there's no people around when you do these transactions locally. I have done some transactions locally, but trust and believe, your boy is he down with it. You know what I mean? I'll just put it like that. You know, I'm always in a public place, but I always am protected. Always, you know. I put it like this. You know, I spent 20 years in the military, and I got some things for you if you try to come at me the wrong way. You know what I mean? So yeah, but like I said, I love shoes, and I do try to maximize my earnings by selling locally. But I do sell in the apps a lot. I really do, especially if the shoe is gonna is if I'm gonna get at least over $100 over retail price, then I sell in the app. You know, it's easy. I mean, yeah, they do tax and of course go and StockX and some of the other platforms. They're gonna get their cut. But you know, if I wind up, you know, getting like a couple of pairs of the same shoe, you know, sometimes to do a quick flip, I just do it on the app. It's nothing, you know. I think the highest paid shoe that I ever sold on an app might have been the Red Thunders. I think it might have been the Red Thunders. So these of course, just dropped, but they also had a colorway that dropped last year called the Red Thunders. And where you see all the yellow is red. And people went crazy for those things. Like, I bought those things, I want to say for $210 as well. And by the time I sold that shoe was a $450 shoe. So, you know, even though, you know, they tax me and, you know, the platform, I normally sell on Go, you know, they want to take in a cut as well. But I still made almost $200 on that shoe. You know what I'm saying? Profit. So selling the app was nothing. And actually they came out with a all white colorway of those I think the year before that, and it was called the Oreos. And I'll never forget that shoe because I wound up quick flipping that shoe. So I think when I quick flipped it, I think I still paid $210. Might have been $200. I'm not sure. It was either $200 or $210. But I sold it on the app it was less than $300. I think I sold it for like $260. And I promise you, within a week after I sold it, that jump shot up to like $450, $460. I'm like, oh my goodness. But I should have figured that because it's an all white shoe. And anybody that knows about sneakers, normally all white shoes that have a very clean colorway to it, and it's hype to it, meaning that, you know, that a lot of folks are like are gunning for the shoe, then the price is going to go up significantly. Now, this is a very low resale price for this shoe, considering that it's considered an OG. But I think the reason why it's low in price because it's a yellow colorway. It has yellow in it. And I've seen a lot of yellow shoes don't really sell that well. It's not really matchable. But because because the shoe it has a lot of black to it other than the yellow, I think that you still can rock these with a lot of things. And over time, these shoes will go up. I will say that I can almost bet money this will be a $300 shoe by the time Christmas comes around. So this is not my my size. So I'm probably gonna put these on ice and wait until Christmas. See, they sell for a little bit. I'll probably get some GS pairs because the GS pairs are grade school pairs for boys and of course also girls that can wear them as well. It seems like those actually will sell a lot as well because even though the price is lower, I think those may sell for like $180 retail price, but you're buying low. But I mean, but those can also go to almost $300 as well, because you got to figure the grade school size can also mean women's size as well, because a lot of women have very small feet, and the grade school sizes a lot of times women can fit those particular shoes. So you have the concept of kids are able to wear the grade school, of course, and also grown women can wear those shoes as well. So if that shoe is actually a shoe that caters to both categories, for lack of better words, then you know your profit margin is going to be a lot bigger. But anyways, I'm not going to harp on this shoe anymore. But like I said, this is a channel about finance, and reselling shoes can be a very lucrative thing to do. You got folks making thousands of dollars a month for reselling shoes. And I want to say, well, I know this is a multi-million-dollar business, but I want to say it's very close to being $1 billion business. Like, reselling shoes is really serious. I don't know if anybody really knows how shoe culture is, but shoe culture is crazy. Like, they have conventions all over the United States where they literally are reselling shoes. And people are walking out of there with like hundreds, thousands of dollars in their pocket reselling shoes. So do your own research. If anybody wants me to do another video on shoes, I'll make sure I have one of my boys actually hold the camera so I can actually do a really good review on the shoe. But like, comment, and subscribe if you want me to go over shoes again. And like I said, it's a fun video. I know I talk about finance, fitness, and folk a lot on this channel because that's what it is. But I figured that on a Friday, which is today's Friday, I go ahead and do something fun. And also, once again, tie in finance, because this is definitely a thing you can do to make money. All right. Like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to keep doing these videos to give you leverage to better yourselves. Finance, fitness, and folk. Triple F, I'm gone.